But there is a new crave that seems to be sweeping through the South, and there was a post on the neighborhood that I live in, this area of town I live in Nashville. They have a Facebook page where they talk about it. And this lady was talking about this burger restaurant coming to town. And she goes, "When is it coming? They say they're coming in fall." Well, it's fall, y'all. And I couldn't get over that. I thought that was so funny. Well, it's fall, y'all. Like they were desperate for this restaurant to come. I know a comedian in town who made it, it felt like he made it his life goal to get this restaurant to come to Nashville. He really pushed for it, and that goal was accomplished. And that restaurant is Whataburger. And I had not eaten there. There's one right up the street from my house. I had not eaten there. There seems to be 2 drive-through lanes, and they're always full. And I just am like, nah, I'm not. It just seems like fast food to me, just another fast food place. So I'm not really interested. And then jeez, I just started thinking about Whataburger and lost my train of thought. But I just had not gone. And so I show up at Opelika. Hannah's been wanting to get a burger. And then my mom goes, "What about Whataburger? We just got a new Whataburger in town." And every instinct in me said, nah, don't do that. Don't do Whataburger. Everything in my body said, don't do Whataburger. But there was another part of me that was like, well, I haven't tried it yet. I might as well try Whataburger. It seems to be something everybody loves. This seems to be some incredible burger. So I go with my mom, with my mom's step-great-grandson, with my wife, with my daughter, and I went to a Whataburger in Opelika. And then my niece comes, and then, we all eat. We all get burgers, except my niece. She gets a chicken sandwich. And we sat down to eat, and the girl brings over our food. Now, there seems to be a manager's meeting happening right to the left of us as we're sitting there. All the managers seem to be there. And this young girl comes over, and she brings us our food, and she goes, "Y'all need anything else?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so." And then my wife goes, "Oh, we need some ketchup." And I was like, and then the girl looks at me, and she goes, "She said y'all need ketchup. You said you didn't need anything." I was like, "Well, yeah, I guess we'll take a little ketchup." And then she brings over the ketchup, and then I go, "Oh, also we had some apple slices on here," because we ordered some apple slices for Daisy. Because there seems to be this weird thing going on with me right now where I don't want my daughter to eat crap food, but I'm eating it. I'm eating the food that I'm trying to protect my daughter from. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that's not registering with me, that I'm like, if I don't want her to eat it, maybe I shouldn't be eating it. But I'm eating it. But I feel like that it's like, no, I'm responsible for destroying my own body, but she doesn't have a choice. So I got to protect her. So the girl brings over the apple slices and the ketchup, and she goes, "So we good?" Right? She wasn't like, "Can I get you anything else?" She was like, "So we good? Y'all good?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're good." And so then we start to get into the burger. And I take my first bite of this, and I go, well, this is disgusting. I'm going to be sick. But I ate most of it. And I felt terrible. I was like, this is disgusting. And that night, all that rest of the day, I felt gross. That night, I had a cigar, and, but all in all, I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel better. The next day, we go to my mom. My mom told me she got real sick, had diarrhea. And then we proceed throughout the day to eat, like crap. I ate a cinnamon roll, have some coffee. And then we go to Jim Bob's Chicken Fingers, which is my favorite place to go when I'm in Opelika. And it's so great. It's Zaxby's before Zaxby's was Zaxby's. And all right, I tell everybody that I used to work at a restaurant called Jim Bob's Chicken Fingers. Well, here it is. Boom. We're having a good time. I loved it. And then I went and had a Passover meal with my sister and her, what they call their Friday night group. And we had a whole Passover Seder. And it was really great. We got to celebrate Passover as a group. A lot of fun. Next morning, now, so I don't know how long food poisoning takes. So everybody has an idea. I don't think anyone knows. And apparently there can also be varying degrees of food poisoning. But either way, I have Whataburger on a Wednesday, and on Friday, I wake up with my stomach hurting, and then my entire day is filled with bathroom trip after bathroom trip after bathroom trip. Overall, I'm okay. I'm still hanging with people, still having a good time, but it's just like, and I'm also a little triggered because I had, my appendix ruptured, and that, over a year ago, and that stomach pain was very similar to what I was having. So it was making me very paranoid. But all in all, having a good time. And then that night, I threw up like I haven't thrown up in years. And it was a lot. And I was like, oh, man. So I don't know what it was. It could have been some badly cooked lamb at the Passover. I'm not going to blame Jim Bob's. I don't care if it was Jim Bob's. I'll be eating there again. But I don't know that I can blame Whataburger, but I just can't see myself going back there again. It's like this. Lamb is delicious. So I'll have some again. I don't eat a lot of that, but I will have some again. Jim Bob's is delicious. Even if I knew that Jim Bob's was directly responsible for my stomach problems, I would still eat there because I've eaten there a million times, and this would have been the first sickness. But I had Whataburger one time, it wasn't that good, and then I got sick. I can't do it again. I don't quite understand what people love about Whataburger. Are people just duped by the marketing? I just can't understand it. I honestly, all that I said about McDonald's, I think McDonald's does a better burger. I think Burger King does a better job. Hardee's does a better job. Hell, Crystal's tastes better. The meat's probably the same. Even my nephew, my step-great-nephew, who is the pickiest eater I've ever seen, but will eat crap. Like we made him a lot of vegetables when he was here, and we would have to force him to eat it. But we made pancakes one day, and it's like he had never seen food before. He tore it up. He wouldn't even eat the burger. He would not. He took the bun off and goes, "I'm not eating this." So I think my neighbor's son told me he didn't like it. He said they went to Whataburger. His son was like, "I don't like this. Let's go to Sonic." So I don't know who Whataburger thinks they are coming into the South with these weak-ass burgers, but you need to check yourself, Whataburger. Check yourself. And then the managers sitting over next to us never once asked how our meal was. Now, maybe they knew. Maybe they're like, that's a silly question, and we're not even going to ask that. But I don't know. I don't understand why you wouldn't ask. Why you see patrons, a big table of people eating in your restaurant, why you don't go, hey guys, just wanted to check, make sure everything's all right. You need any ketchup? You need any polite service? You need a vomit bag? Anybody nauseous? Anything like that. You need to check yourself, Whataburger.